Hey guys, it's Dragon Ball for Life here, and today I want to talk about Superman. In general, his fans. Personally, Superman as a character, I don't have a problem with him. I think he's a cool character. I do think he gets a lot of shit from fans and people just saying, oh, he's lame, he's basic, he's boring. And I'm not saying he's like a very deep or thought-provoking character, but he's still a fun and entertaining character. For me, the way I see him when I read his comics or when I watch him in TV shows, especially the Superman and Lois show, which is a really great show, you should go watch it. When I watch him and I see him, he seems like a very cool, chill, nice guy, you know? Somebody that you can be friends with in real life, like somebody that, you know, you can be cool with because they're just calm and down to earth. They don't really have a problem. So that's what I really like about Superman as a whole. I know a lot of people say the interesting about him is he's a god. He's a being who has a godly power and he's living in a world with mortals and has to, you know, he's trying to be a regular person and stuff, which I do think they overdo that a lot, and that itself, his story writing is not that interesting, and that's why a lot of people, I think, kind of shit on him for it or hate on him for it, because like it's kind of a lazy thing. Is not because if people don't like him, that's not going to make them think like, wow, he's really deep and thought-provoking character. Actually, he's far more interesting than I thought. No, this is just a narrative that they keep on pushing, and it's just like, that doesn't help out. For me personally, the reason I like him is he's just a chill character, you know? He's not a character who gets too angry. He can control himself. He's just like a fun, lovable person that, like I said, in real life, if you would to meet him, he would be somebody that would be very well liked. He would be like something like Keanu Reeves, you know? He would be a very likable, very entertaining, special person that everybody would be down with. And that's why a lot of people love him in the comics, is because he's just a cool character. That's what I like about him, especially compared to Batman. Batman's cool because he's badass, whereas Superman / Clark Kent is cool because he's just like, he acts like a regular person. He's very powerful, but he doesn't want to, like, you know, he doesn't feel like he's special. He still thinks he's just a regular person, and that's what I like about him. But with that being said, I absolutely hate his fans, or should I say fanboys, because whenever I see Superman fans talking, they kiss his ass the most to a ridiculous amount. They're basically saying that, you know, the reason he's hated is because he's what's the thing called? They say that a lot of people say that it's because he's too OP and overpowered and he's way too strong, and they're like, that's not who he is. He's not just a super strong character that struggles. But then whenever it comes to a debate or somebody saying, oh, this character could be Superman, like, no, he's the strongest. You see where the problem comes from that? You can't be saying these people are just like disrespecting because all they think of him is this overpowered, lazy-ridden character. But then I'm gonna sit here and argue that he is this lazy, overpowered, ridden character. Like, don't do that. By you acting like that and saying he's undefeated, is basically you're giving them the argument. You're basically feeding into the argument that they're stating that he is too overpowered, and because of that, he's not entertaining. You can't be saying, oh, he's not that OP, and then also arguing why he is OP. That just makes it sound bad. For me, he is powerful, but I do think he is somewhat kind of overpowered, but I do also think he's more overrated than overpowered, and that is due to the fans themselves. I feel like the fans make him sound like he's this unstoppable force, and yes, he is very powerful in the comics and stuff, but even Superman has said that it's not hard to hurt him. You can be easily hurt. It's just hard to beat him because, well, you know, comic book characters and these fictional characters that are like the main characters, it's hard to usually beat them, whether you want to say it's plot armor or whatever. You can look at Batman too. Batman, he survives things that he shouldn't be, and it's even more ridiculous because Batman is just a regular human, whereas at least Superman is a very super powerful being, so at least he has more argument there. So yeah, Superman is powerful, but I do think that the fans overhype him, and that's why a lot of people have this misconception about him just being this lazily written, overpowered character. These fans are not helping his case at all. All they're saying is, he is not overpowered, but he is overpowered. You're contradicting it. Just say this. This is what I feel about him. He is powerful, but he does struggle. He does fight against enemies that give him a challenge, and there's countless stories where he struggles, but he always comes out on top because he's the main character. This happens in any comic book. You can't bash him for it because this happens with The Flash. This happens with Hal Jordan. This happens with, like, you know, the Incredible Hulk, you know, Spider-Man, and Batman, these other characters come out on top, even though when they shouldn't be, because that's just the main character. And sometimes it's plot armor, other times it's just, you know, there's a creative way they had it. And I feel like he gets a lot of crap for it, but it's like, if you're gonna give him crap for that, give Batman crap, the same amount of crap for it too. Because at the end of the day, Batman gets out of these situations even easier, and he's just a regular human, whereas at least Superman's super powerful and he still struggles. So no, Superman is not overpowered. He is strong, but he's not overpowered. I just think he's overrated by his fans. And by them doing this, they think they're making him sound more interesting, but they're making him sound worse. This is why a lot of people think he's boring. He's not boring. He might not be as entertaining as most other characters, but he doesn't need to be. He's supposed to be inspirational, a hopeful character. He's supposed to be a character that's likable. And as long as he's likable and he gives people hope, he's doing his job. And I think he does it perfectly. I just feel like the fans kind of get too much into the headspace of, I want to show how powerful he is. And when they go into that, they kind of lose what he actually is. And the people who hate him for that are just going to hate him even more. And you guys doing that is just doing a disservice to him as a character as a whole. So I would advise Superman fans, stop being annoying, stop ass kissing and saying he's this OP guy. At least, if you really like him, it's fine, but at least be more realistic with it and stop talking trash. Maybe people will stop dissing on Superman as much as they do. So that's it for today.